Good morning. The Insurance Committee of the Tennessee House of Representatives of the 112th General Assembly is now in session. Today is March 23rd, Tuesday. The time is 9:03 a.m. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Representatives Carr, Sabicki, Freeman, Hawk, Hicks, Hodges, Johnson, Lafferty, Mitchell, Powers, Rudd, Smith, Terry, Thompson, White, Vice Chairman Rudder, Chairman Kumar.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Members, do we have any personal orders? Seeing none, we'll proceed with our agenda for the day. We have 3 bills on the calendar. The first one is House Bill 1348 by Representative Helton. We have a motion and a second. Representative Helton, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members. I do have an amendment on the drafting code is 4883.
Do you think it will be better to go ahead and attach the amendment and then you can explain the amended bill to us?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Members, we have a motion and a second on the amendment. We are voting on amendment 4883 being attached to House Bill 1348. All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? The amendment goes on the bill. Representative Helton, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The amendment prevents a PBM or third-party payer from discriminating against a 340B entity by requiring they add a claims modifier for the sole purpose of the identification of 340B claims. This modifier unnecessarily exposes 340B pharmacies to additional transaction and administrative fees, as well as clawbacks associated with delayed claim submissions. The amendment protects from another form of PBM discrimination.
Thank you, Representative Helton. Members, do you have questions? Questions been called. Without objection, we are voting on House Bill 1348. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? The bill goes on to calendar and rules. Thank you for bringing
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members.
Next item on our agenda is House Bill 0145 by Chairman Smith. We have a motion and a second. Chairman Smith, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and committee. There is a drafting code amendment 3897 that's traveling with the bill from the subcommittee.
We have a motion and a second on the amendment. Let us go ahead and attach the amendment without objection. All those in favor of attaching amendment 3897 to House Bill 0145, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The amendment goes on the bill. Chairman Smith, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and committee. This is a reporting bill that creates, through the Department of Commerce and Insurance, tied to the licensure of a pharmacy benefit manager, a complaint or a submission process for patients as well as pharmacists that are using a pharmacy benefit manager benefit package in the particular state. In our state, we have currently the licensure on an every other year basis is $100. This particular bill would increase that to $1,000, and then the renewal on thereafter, after the original licensure, is currently $50. It would increase it to $500 so that we would have operating expenses covered for the investigator and or person for the complaints. And essentially, this ensures that a patient's interests are primary when it comes for prescriptions and their coverage. And when a particular patient has a problem with their pharmacy benefit manager or their pharmacy benefit, this gives them a way to report that and work through a remedy. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I'll be happy to take questions.
Members, do we have any questions at this time? Chairman Spicky, you recognized.
Thank you, thank you. And Chair Lady Smith, in the summary of the bill, it talks about requires pharmacy benefit managers to demonstrate that the best interests of the insured have been prioritized above the interest of other parties. Can you just give us a scenario of how they would do that?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The issue here is insurance companies do have a good faith agreement that they engage with in a contract with the insured patient as the policyholder. And typically that revolves around coverage. In the particular case of a physician making a prescribing decision, that's about care. And in this particular time, it would be making sure that if a complaint is issued, the department has at their disposal a process which they'll promulgate their own rules. They must determine which, in this particular case, in a complaint by complaint basis, we're not putting anything into code that would limit the definition to one or the other. But in this particular case, if the department views that coverage is the question, then the insurance company could make that decision best. If it's a decision that a care issue is in question, then they make that determination as well. But this would just set up the construct for that process to occur, and it gives the Department of Commerce and Insurance the ability to choose, is this a question between what's best as far as coverage or what's best as far as care?
Any other questions, members? We do have the Department of Commerce and Insurance who want to testify on this matter. They do not. Okay, members, any questions? Seeing none, we are voting on House Bill 0145. Without objection, all those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? The bill moves on to Finance Committee. Those who wish to be recorded, please let the clerk know about it. The last item on our agenda is House Bill 0635, also by Chairman Smith. Do I have a motion?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman Committee. I'm working, and I've spoken with the chairman about this and other members. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and committee. And I spoke with the chairman about this. In working with the department, the Bureau of TennCare, as well as the Department of Workers' Compensation, I am waiting on a friendly amendment that will be timely filed, and I would ask the chairman's indulgence to roll this 1 week.
Without objection, House Bill 0635 is rolled 1 week. That
Thanks, Chairman.
concludes our agenda pretty much. Any matters to be brought up before the committee? Seeing none, we stand adjourned. Thank you.